logical link control, logical link control within bracket LLC, double LC sublayer, double LC sublayer. Make a paragraph change. The major function of this layer, the major function of this layer is to perform framing, FRAMING. The major function of this layer is to perform framing, comma, providing MAC addressing information to frames, MAC hyphen address, MAC addressing information to frames, comma, error checking, etc. Full stop.
Sir, could you please repeat this?
Which part? Up to where you have written?
Sir, performing framing, comma,
Providing MAC addressing, MSC hyphen addressing information to TO2 frames, FRAMES frames,
Yes.
comma, error checking,
Okay.
etc.
Okay, sir.
Full stop. Devices which work directly in this layer are devices which work directly in this layer are switch, 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 comma, bridge, 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 etc. Next, make a heading of physical layer. Physical layer. Everyone done with the heading?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The physical layer involves the physical equipment. The physical layer involves the physical equipment that transfers data. Okay, who is using Realme 7 iPhone? Yes, who is using Realme 7i smartphone? Who is
Sir,
this?
I am, sir.
What's your name?
Prashant, sir.
Prashant.
Yes, sir.
Always remember, in the session, you have to follow this format. Understood?
Okay, sir.
First you type your name, then you type
Okay,
your
sir.
location. That is your city name, okay? After that, job internship. When you join the session, at the time only you will get the option to change your name. Understood? So
Yes, sir.
make sure that you change it. Can you find the participant option?
Sir, participants, sir.
Participants, yes. Can you see your name is there? Real Miss Evan. Can you see that name?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Only not the name not there, but a phone model name is there, sir.
Yes, model name is there, na? So just highlight your name. Can you see the rename option
Yes,
is
sir.
coming?
Rename given there.
So just click on that option and type your
Yes,
name
sir.
in this format. You
Okay.
type your city name, okay, and lastly job internship. Understood?
Yes, sir. Sir, I am actually now only joined, sir. So I don't know, sir.
Yes,
In
that
this
is why
session,
I'm telling you. Yes, I'm telling you
sir.
because in the upcoming sessions also, when you will be joining,
So change it, sir.
yes, yes, I can see that. Okay, Prashant, right? Sai Prashant.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is what I'm saying. Okay, is that when you join at the joining time only change your name. So you don't have to do all these things after joining the session. At the time of joining only, just change your name and join it. Understood?
Yes, sir. Mm.
Okay. From
Sir,
next
session
session onwards,
now
just
only
do
I am
this.
logging, sir.
Hmm.
The basic schedule about what's are this class? Network administration.
Yes. This is what we are discussing. Open system interconnection, basic module. We are discussing about that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
This is your basic module. Okay, everyone. So simply just continue. Okay, up to where you have written
Physical equipment that transfer data.
the transfers data. Full stop. In this layer, data is converted.
Sir,
Tell me,
excuse me,
Damini, tell
sir.
me.
Actually, I have written up to there are two sub-layers. After that,
We have finished this data link layer, Damini. What
actually
happened?
there is a problem.
Okay, so just wait. Someone will read and you will correct it. Okay,
Okay, sir.
don't worry. Just leave some space blank. Okay,
sir.
and continue with the physical layer.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, about this layers, any PDF notes will provide you, sir. Able.
PDF notes, I'm not having it. Okay, because this information I'm just dictating and I'm just like what giving it to you.
Because I would
Okay.
missed the sir now. That's why.
Yes. See, it doesn't matter. Okay, someone will share the screenshot of their notes in the upcoming session. You will get it. Don't worry.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So everyone, yes, in this layer, data is converted from zeros and ones. 0 apostrophe s, 1 apostrophe s, like zeros and ones, binary you are having, right? The machine language, this zeros and ones. So data is converted from zeros and ones to electrical voltage and transmitted through different transmission mediums full stop. Example of this layer include cables, 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 comma, network interface card, within bracket write NIC, network interface card, within bracket NIC, comma, hub, HUB, comma, repeater, 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 etc. Okay, so there it goes, everyone. You're all the 7 layers functions. Now, whoever has missed something, okay, I want Kavita. Kavita, you will read this data link layer, okay?
Okay, sir.
Damini has missed some points, okay? So you will just help her, okay, in that. And after that, Apurva. Apurva. Apurva is there? Apurva
Yes, sir.
from
Some
Bangalore.
network issue. Some network issue, sir.
Some network issue. Ashwini is there? Ashwini?
Yes, sir.
You will be reading the last point, the physical layer. Understood?
Yes, Okay, sir.
So let Kavita finish. Okay. And Damini, you come in. You unmute your mic.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So yes, Kavita, go on. The data link layer part. Slowly, okay?
Okay, sir. Data link layer is like network layer, except that the data link layer facilitates data transfer between two devices using same network. In this layer, packets are broken into pieces referred to as frames, like transport layer. This layer also handles flow and error control. There are two sublayers in data link layer, which are
Now
as
slowly,
follows.
Kavita, slowly. She has to
Okay,
write, okay?
Okay.
There are two sublayers. After that,
In data link layer, which are as follows. First one is
Data link layer and
data link layer, which are as follows. First one is media access control. Within bracket MAC. And the second one is logical link control. Within bracket LLC.
okay.
The major function.
What? Can you
Yeah.
repeat?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you repeat?
The major function of this layer to perform framing, providing MAC address,
Repeat. Framing.
providing MAC addressing, information to frames.
Sorry.
Information to frames. Error checking, etc.
Can you repeat?
Where
Hello.
error checking, etc. Devices which work directly
Hmm.
In this layer,
Hmm.
are switch, comma,
R.
switch,
Hmm.
comma, bridge,
Hmm.
etc. That's it.
Hmm. Okay. Thank you.
Ashwini,
Physical layer involves the physical equipments that transfer the data. In this layer, the data is converted from zeros and ones, electrical voltage and transmitted through the different transmission mediums. Hello? Okay. Physical layer involves the physical equipments that transfer the data. In this layer, the data is converted from zeros and ones, electrical voltage and transmitted through a different transmission mediums. Example of this layer include, hello,
Ashwini,
sir?
speak, yes, a little bit slower. She has to write, right?
Okay, sir.
A little bit slower.
Converted from zeros and ones, electrical voltage and transmitted through different transmission mediums. Example of this layer includes cables, network interface card, interface card, NIC, comma, hub, comma, repeater, etc. Repeater, etc.
Okay, everyone. Finished? Gayatri?
Yes, sir.
Okay, everyone. So let's understand this thing. Okay, these are the notes I have given to you, but in real simple words, okay, how exactly you can understand this model. This is what exactly, in a very casual way, I will try to explain. First of all, this is the framework. Okay, what exactly we used to, okay, use. Why I said used to? Because this is not the model what we are using right now. Right now, what model we are using, it is this model, everyone. This is the TCP/IP model what we are using. Okay. Now the question is, why exactly we have learned all these things? If we are using this model, like, but for communication, then what exactly is the reason we have spent so much time discussing all these things? It is because this model, what exactly you are using right now, it is coming from this framework itself. That is the reason. Okay. All these layers, what you are seeing, right? These 7 layers over here, the 7 layers right now, it is available in this particular model in a combined manner. That is why it is important for you to understand this OSI. Because if you understand this OSI, then you ultimately understand this model which you are using on internet. Okay, so when your machines are communicating to internet, this is the model what exactly is used. But this model is developed from this 7-layer model in OSI only. That is why it is important to know this model in order to understand how exactly your TCP/IP model is working. Every single layers what exactly we are having in the 7-layered model, it is available in this particular 4-layered model. developed by Department of Defense of United States. Okay, these are the US Department of Defense organization, DoD, who has developed this model. Contains 4 layers, everyone, and these 4 layers, their basically arrangement is like this. From the OSI, the upper layers represent the layer 4. The layer number 4 over here represents layer number 3. That is called transporter host to host. Network layer is represented using this internet layer over here. And these 2 layers, they are getting represented using the last one, what exactly we call the network access layer. This is how exactly the structure of the TCP/IP model, it really looks like from the OSI model perspective. Or from the TCP/IP model perspective, this is how exactly it looks like. Okay, so the thing is, multiple layers functions are being performed by single layer. All these upper layers functions are right now conducted by application layer. All this transport network layer, the name was like what? See that over here also the name itself is same. The name somewhere it is getting different, but maximum time it is the same name what we are using in TCP/IP as well. The combined manner when multiple layers are performing their functions, this is what exactly we are having the TCP/IP model. Okay, so if we see the comparison between both these layers, everyone, when any of the sender is sending anything, always it is following the top to bottom approach. So he's starting from layer 7 and he's like what, coming all the way down to generate the information and sending it via layer 1. So unless and until the information is coming at layer 1, it is not getting sent by this cable, physical cable, to this particular machine. You can see that we are crossing how many layers to get to layer 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 layers we have to cross in order to send our information via layer 1 in this framework, OSI framework. But if you see the same thing over here, you just have to cross 3 layers, 1, 2, and 3. And after that only you are having layer 1. Exactly half of the layers you are having over here. Okay. The difference is in the framework, OSI framework, all these layers, they're performing individual functions on each of these layers. But in this model, combined layers functions are being performed by a single layer. And that saves time. Right now, we just have to cross 3 layers only in order to send our information, receive our information. Over here, we have to cross 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers. Exactly the half of time you are taking. So the transmission, okay, the sending data, receiving data, this entire process becomes faster when we are using this model. That is why this model is used, okay, in internet, because time taken to send data, receive data using this model is very less compared to this model. Okay, so what exactly is going on? Okay, all of you, if you want, you can just simply just take a screenshot of this.
Sir, abbreviation of TCP or IP means what, sir?
TCP stands for Transmission Control Protocol, and
Transmission Control Protocol.
and IP stands for Internet Protocol.
Thank you, sir.
Internet. Okay.
So this Department of Defense is created by which agency, sir?
It is the US organization.
It's a
US organization. Okay, there is a defense organization. Like we are having the DRDO, right?
Yes, sir.
DRDO. So
DRDO.
that is like what they are US department, okay, for defense related things.
Okay.
So this organization developed this model from this framework, and it became so popular that everyone started to use it on internet communication. Okay, so we are using it, means any device which is connected to internet, it is using this model. But how this model came from here only. That is why it is important to know each and every single layer's functions so that you get to understand this model. Okay, so first of all, application layer. Okay, application layer gives, what is an application? First of all, everyone, if I ask you an application, what is it?
Sir,
What?
accessing
App.
It provides an interface actually.
To give you a
Medium through
platform.
which-
Okay, to give you a platform, to give the user a platform by which you can interact with different types of services which is offered on a network. Always remember one thing, that every single thing what you do on internet, it is about services. You access services always. Okay, what type of services? Like when you visit YouTube, you are accessing video sharing services. Okay, when you are accessing mail, you are using mail services. When you browse internet, that is your browsing services, that is called web service. When you download something, that is your file download, file sharing services. Okay, when you access Facebook, this is your social media services. Every single thing what you do on internet, you access services which is available on network. Okay, so in a global area network like internet, where all these type of services are available, any service what we want, we can access it. Okay, so for accessing this type of services, we need something, we need a platform, and that platform is provided by application layer. So these applications like browsers we are using, so every single time when we want to browse web, simply just we click on the Google Chrome, that particular browser interface gives us the platform. So this is the platform. Now from here I can type anything, right? I can type Google and all these things I can type, and I'm accessing. This is your search engine service provided by Google. Yes or no? I can type anything. But if I simply just close this application, right now can I access internet? Can I access Google? Without a browser, is it possible to access Google? No, right?
No.
Without an application, can you access anything? If you remove Facebook from your smartphone and you don't have a browser, can you access Facebook?
No,
No,
sir.
right? This is the application which is giving you that platform by which you are accessing this type of services. Okay, whatever type of service you are accessing, whether it's a social media type of service or video sharing or like what mail related services or web service. Okay, all these things are basically services and we are accessing it from our machines. Okay, but all these are provided by application layer. Okay, now presentation layer does what? It simply converts, because we are talking about machines, right? These are machines. Does machine understand our language?
No, sir.
Sir.
Machine understands what? Human language or their language, what we call machine language.
Machine language 01.
Your machine
Binary.
understands what?
Binary
Binaries. Binaries, very good. Binaries, they
Logical
understand
electrical
only
language.
0 and 1. These are the two values they understand. Okay. So all informations, what we are sending, receiving, everything is zeros and ones only. Okay. Now, when we type something, okay, when we are typing, suppose you are opening the browser and you are typing google.com like this, your system never understands what is even this letter called G. It doesn't recognize any of these things. Okay, it doesn't understand the alphabets. So the question is, if the system cannot understand any of these words, then how come the system gives us the same result what we are looking for? Yes or no? If the system cannot understand any of these alphabets, letters, what we are trying to basically get over here, this is the Google website. We want to access Google. So we are typing the Google word, but our system never understands any of these letters. Okay, so how come the system is delivering the thing what we want? It is because someone is doing the conversion, right?
Yes, sir.
Someone is doing the conversion. This is our language, right? This is human readable language. Alphabets, we are very comfortable with alphabets. Okay, so it is easy to remember names. We are not that kind of good with numbers, whether it is a decimal number or binary number or octal number or hexadecimal number. We humans are not that kind of compatible with numbers. This is a reality. You can remember certain numbers, but you cannot remember big numbers. Okay, complicated numbers. It is not in like what our memories are not designed like that to basically remember these numbers. But systems, they understand all this type of numbers. Okay, specifically the binary numbers. So what exactly is going on over here? How this thing the system understands? This is a presentation layer, which basically converts what exactly we're typing. It is getting converted into zeros and ones. Okay, so all this conversion of data from human language to machine language to human language. Okay, always you can see that how exactly it is displayed over here. All these things, none of these things your system understands. None of these things. It is for you to understand over here what is written. Okay, but it is presented in this nice manner so that you as a user can understand what exactly you have to do while searching like or while you are browsing internet. Okay, but all these are presentation layer, which is basically doing all these things. It is organizing the data in a nice manner so that like what you as a user can get the ultimate experience of accessing web. Okay, this is what exactly is going on. Conversion of data. Okay, similarly compression, decompression. Compressing means if suppose you are accessing like what a file which you want to download. Okay, let's say that you want to download some file. So most of the file you get on web, that is in zip format. Okay, so WinZip, WinRAR, all this type of file formats are there. These are basically compressed file format. Okay, so all these layers, okay, what we are having, the presentation layer specifically, it is responsible for doing compression, decompression. Means when you will be sending some data, at the time it will compress that file and it will send it. Okay, suppose you are sending something via Gmail. So what you do, you attach that WinRAR or WinZip file to your mail and you are sending it. Okay, so by sending the compressed version of the file, always it saves you time. Okay, the informations reaches the destination, the destination machine in a very short amount of time, because long size file, big size file, it takes time to go. If you have a short file, the like what lesser size file, at the time it will be taking less amount of time. Okay, simple calculation. This presentation layer basically does that compression, decompression related things. Okay, so always this particular thing is there. Okay, we are having the zeros and ones, and this is very much important for you to know that presentation layer is the main layer by which exactly the data gets translated from human language to machine language. Because if presentation layer is not working, we don't get to see all these things in a nicely presentable manner, what you are seeing right now on the screen. Okay, all these alphabets, nothing like what it could have been possible without presentation layer functions. So presenting the data in a nice structured manner so that we, the user who is accessing network, we can understand what exactly we are accessing and what we are sending. This is for us. Okay, the presentation layer is performing all these functions. Okay, different file formats we are having, like .png, .doc, .mp4, .mp3, recognizing what type of file we are accessing on the web. Every single file extension, it is identified by the presentation layer. Okay, so if you are downloading a video file or an mp3 file or an mp4 or a jpg, okay, or a png, what type of file you are accessing on internet, this is what exactly presentation layer identifies that. Okay, so this is what is the main function. Okay, presentation layer. Coming to the session layer, everyone. Session layer basically responsible for three things: creating the session, maintaining the session, terminating the session. Okay, when this system wants some information from this system, then this sender PC will create a session with this machine first. Okay, so the time, session time, always is important. Okay, creating the session with this machine in order to exchange the informations between these machines. This is what is going on in the session layer. Okay, so this particular CCNS, this basic networking module is an example for that. At 2:30 p.m. we have started the session, right? This is when the session gets created. In between 2:30 and 4:30, we are maintaining the session. We are doing all the communications. Okay, we are exchanging informations. Okay, with each other. So this is what is communication is going on. Okay, and exactly at 4:30, the session is getting terminated. So exactly at around in 1 minute, the session is getting terminated. So this is when exactly the exchange of information is done, and right now the session is terminating. Okay, the machines are terminating the session because the information exchange is totally done. This is what exactly is going on. Okay, sender and receiver PC always they have to create session, and session refers to the time. Okay, at how much amount of time the information should be exchanged between these two machines. This is what is going on over here. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Okay,
Understanding.
so we'll discuss about all this. Okay, the transport layer, network, data link, and physical layer in the upcoming session. Okay, because right now we are almost out of time. So with the session layer, okay, I will terminate the session. Okay, today's session itself, and we'll discuss about all these things and the upcoming topic. What we are discussing, everyone. This is your
Sir,
network devices. Yes,
sir, NIC abbreviation explain, sir, once.
network interface
card.
card. Network interface card.
Okay, okay, sure. Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Sir,
so-
I have joined today only. So what about the two layers, application layer and presentation? How will I get notes?
Yes, like what I will give you the notes for it. Okay, or someone will share the screenshot. Okay.
Sir.
In the next session, you will get it. Don't worry.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
Okay, all of you. So I will see you guys in the
Thank
next
you.
session. Okay, and just go through all these things. Okay, and
Sir,
we are
any
discussing.
group not possible to create, sir?
No, that thing you have to consult with your recruiter. Just ask your recruiter regarding that.
If possible,
Okay.
it will be better for us. Sir.
Because
that is
easy to understand, no, sir. If anyone misses the class means they can communicate, no.
yes. See, I understand everything, but that is what management, okay, basically takes the decision of that. So simply just get the permission from the management. Okay, ask your
Okay.
recruiter regarding this.
Okay, sir.
Okay, everyone. So bye and take care. I will see you guys in the next session. Okay, bye.
Bye, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.